Okay, now let's talk about the employees, other people who might be aware of this situation and knowing what their roles are. One of the things that we had talked about was how sometimes in times of crisis, someone's job is simply to get out of the way. How do we manage that?
Yeah, I mean, everyone has a role in an incident or in a crisis, and as much as people may not feel like it is, it's everyone's responsibility to take action in a crisis. What that action is going to be heavily dictated on what their role is or what their experience is, and sometimes that role is just to get out of the way and like let emergency responders and others do what they need to do. But if you're employed by an organization, you are intuitively interested in the crisis response, and you want it to go well because your salary is dependent on the organization being able to pay you. And if they can't do those things, then you might be in a bad position. So really what we want to do is help the organization with their crisis response, be an active participant in that response and helping the organization get back on its feet. And sometimes that means I'm just going to stand over there and let the other guys do what they need to do. And that's okay. Right? If that's your role and that's your expectation, that is totally fine.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I was thinking about this. This was years ago, but it was a very memorable experience. Unfortunately, I came across a very, very serious car accident, and I was the first one there. So I got out, and the woman was seriously hurt. So what I did, the next person who ran out, I directed people, you call 911, you make sure she's not being moved, because people wanted anyway. And then as soon as the first responders got there, though, I left because they knew more than I did, and I was just going to be in the way. If you're going to back up traffic, if you're going to slow down other people who need to be in and out or whatever, you're not helping anymore. So sometimes that role is going to change depending on what the situation is, the severity of the incident, and who else is there. So everyone needs to be informed of what their role is and how it can change.